Hello and welcome back. To probably no one's surprise, we are still working on the potato harvest. Welcome back to Midwest Horizons. My name is Bluebelly and I play simulation games. This is Farming Simulator, as I'm sure you knew before you even clicked on the video, but we are making progress. We're trying to get this potato harvest done. These potatoes are going to be for our pigs for the foreseeable future. I decided to do this relatively small strip of potatoes over here, and it's been quite a lot of work. It wasn't too bad planting them, but I think that digging them up has been quite a job, for a few different reasons. Mostly because I've had some issues with equipment. The tractor that I wanted to use didn't work for it, and then we had to get this other tractor, and we've had some problems trying to turn around on the ends. So I'm just gonna, keep going on it. We're waiting for this field beside us here to get. Is that right? Is that where I want to be? I think I want to be over a little bit more. I want this right wheel on the third row. Yeah, see, that was stupid. I should have just stayed over there. My front right on the third wheel, which then puts my center on the fourth row, basically. Anyway, what I was getting at is that we want this field to be fully grown before we cut the rest of it, just to maximize the yield. We had some issues with the yield earlier, so we're going to try to fix that. Well, we won't really fix it, but we want to make as many hay bales as we can, because we have tons of silage in that silo right there. We just need to get some hay bales, and we have a stack of straw over there. Once we have hay and straw, we can make more TMR, get more cows, and hopefully once we have more cows, the milk money will start rolling in a lot faster. I decided to do this first person today, just one, for something a little bit different, and two, why is that? I wonder why that's off. It shouldn't be off. Oh, we're full. I was like, what the heck? So we'll shut that down, put the pipe out, and now we can come over with, sorry about that. Come over with the truck. Did the pipe come out? It did not. Man, I'll tell you what. There we go. Now we can get under it. I actually thought it was going to be on the other side, so shows what I know. Wow. I was just about to praise this truck being able to turn around so tight. If anybody knows, nobody commented on the last video. I was kind of hoping I'd get some comments about what I called the dancing bed. I don't know why it was bouncing like that. If anybody has an idea, if it's, I don't think it's the mod's fault. I think it's something with my setup here. But I don't know if it's the truck or the bed, or I just don't know. If I put, can I put a worker on this? It seems like it's gonna go horribly wrong. They're gonna try to like back down the row or something, but I would like to, yeah, see how this grass is just a little bit higher than this grass. Even though they both say ready to harvest, I would like this whole field to be this higher, longer length. So I'm gonna try to hold out for that. I don't know why I have this sitting here. I don't know why I have seed in the middle of the road. There's a lot of mysteries going on here. Mostly I think it's because when I'm doing these videos, I want to show you guys as much as I possibly can. And that means that I don't do things thoroughly. So maybe that's something I can work on. I appreciate the folks who have been supporting this series. YouTube's weird. I don't want to have every episode be me talking about YouTube, so I really like this planter. It's really nice. Alright, so let's see what else. So the truck is fine. What, are they going to try to back down the whole thing, or are they going to turn around? Looks like they're better at it than I am. Wow. Nope. Oh? Now is it going to back down? Huh. Alright, that's fine with me. I want to check on the other field over there. I don't know. I must not have any. Did I finish it? Let's check the map. I want to check on this field. So we put soybeans in all three of those fields. That one is furthest along. So that's not showing up as fertilized at all. But neither is this one. Oh, I think because I had herbicide, but not. I'm going to take the truck and empty the potatoes, whatever it has right now, and then I'm gonna take the telehandler up and get an IBC of spray. What are you doing? Sorry about all the craziness here. I'm trying to do all the things all at once. Hopefully it'll pick it up when I get over here. Blocked by an object, huh? So I want, yeah, this guy. We're gonna go get. See, we had a like a placeable that you could fill. Wait. I just had an epiphany here. Yeah, we have this. We have the sprayer and we have this, so we could do solid fertilizer. Is that what the placeable was? Was it a solid fertilizer placeable that stopped filling? I better check. I'm sorry for changing my mind again. I don't remember where I was I was keeping this in the area where we're now storing the potatoes. So we also have to remember to fill give the animals water. Could do that too. Yeah, so we have a little bit in here. And I'm pretty sure since this is base game, it worked with that dry fertilizer placeable. This is so dumb. I really shouldn't do this. I think they're in miscellaneous. I mean, for 8,500, we could buy. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're gonna go on ahead with my other plan and just drive up and get them with this. I can get probably 2 bags, which is like 2,000, which should do both of those fields for less than that 8,500 to do that placeable. I I cannot remember my own series. I remember I had 2 placeable. I think it was herbicide and liquid fertilizer that I put down, and it turns out they weren't compatible with that sprayer that I'm using because they wouldn't fill. And I was like, okay, that's stupid. Um, that's the biggest issue I have with playing this game with all these different mods is that you just never know when you're gonna have a conflict. There's genuinely no way to tell. You might go the whole time and be fine, and you might run into major issues. And there's literally no. I mean, you can follow all the groups you want on social media, and somebody will say, "Well, this I can't use straw me with global company with this and that," and it just gets so maddening. And I'm like, I can't even keep track of what I don't know. No, not. See, I just bought seed because I'm an idiot. I was just thinking, I have a pallet of seed. Gosh. And now I don't have the money. Oh well. Should be able to get more solid fertilizer. What I would really like to do is bring. Well, there's a lot of things I'd like to do. What I was going to say is I'd like to just buy a little forklift for the store and then get a flatbed bed for the truck that's currently running as my grain truck, and then just bring that up and buy like 6,000 at a time. That would be much better than what I'm doing. But now we have plenty of seed for the next planting season. Nearly full grain tank. Tater tank. Honestly, this is one of my favorite parts of the whole series. Driving in on this little road. Just driving back along here, watching as the view distance of the game renders in our buildings. I mean, I built pretty much this whole thing before I started the series, but I've added a few pieces. But it's just such a cool little experience in my mind. Okay, we'll put the seeds down, and perfect, just the way I drew it up. Thank you. And we'll put this here. Go ahead and fill up. I should have just driven up there with this. Genius. So we'll get fertilizer on. Let's double check this little map, and then we're gonna have to empty the potatoes in a minute. Oops. So looks like I did a pass and a half. So just past here. Oh goodness. I feel like this whole episode is tabbing simulator. Here's Bluebelly tabbing for 25 minutes straight. You are not done with your job, but I understand why you would think you're done with your job. Can you detect me when I'm coming? There's no worker in there, so is it gonna pick up? It is not. Can we do an actual job? Question mark. So I can't see, I'm not going to be able to see where I've been. So I'm just going to have to zoom out and pick. Okay, we'll pick on the right hand side. Okay, you can see that little gap there on the right side. We're going to try to just W key this straight down here. We're basically aiming at that tree, if you can see right in the center of my screen. And then when we get down here, we're going to try to roll over on ourselves over on the right side. So I'll keep a rough guess for myself This will be much easier in that other field that didn't germinate yet. So we're going to roll over starting now. Keeping a spot in mind and coming back up. That's probably a little gap in between, but not too much, I hope. And we'll do the same thing. We'll go on the right side of that little gap there. Just W key towards it. Sorry, I guess you guys can't tell the difference between when I'm changing steering and when I'm changing camera, but I'm trying to keep the steering the same. And now when we get down here, yeah, there's going to be a gap there, but not a huge gap. Now we'll do the same thing. We'll look on the left. You can see those little flowers there. We want to be just a little bit overlapping that flower row. I said a little bit overlapping like that. Now we'll try to W key. We'll split the difference between those trees and try to keep with this flower row. Split the difference here. Should be able to do a down and back and a, yeah, it's probably three more passes, and then we'll hop over to that other field and get it done. We're gonna have to dump potatoes again. It may have stopped. Yeah, it stopped. Actually, let me get this turned around on itself. We do the same thing. We're going to overlap this gap by a decent bit. Okay. And back up just a skosh so I can come over here and get this up to the next row. Can you go here? I think that'll get, there's one more gap right up here. I may just have to drive this myself. I don't know. Tell you one thing, if we use all these potatoes before this series is over and the pigs need more, I'll probably just sell soybeans or something and buy pig food. Gotta be honest. This has been a pain in the neck. Everything from the bouncing tractor to the just overall technology not really doing what I anticipated that it would do. Okay, here we go. Now this was going to be an easy one because we're going to flip around, but we'll just put the left on this this edge, and it really won't matter because well, yeah, we'll probably get the rest of the field, so that'll be doubled to our immediate left here. All right, let's see if we can fold it over on itself again. You know what? I may not cover this little piece on the right side because it's not really going to be that much compared to the rest of the field. I may just turn it off and drive to the other field, see if we can get it done. It's not going to kill the productivity of the crop. It's weird that I sprayed that one but not this one. Unless maybe that one is getting credit for being a grass field last time. Because that happens in this game. I'm not exactly sure why or when. But if it was previously a grass field, it counts that as like green. Wait, is that field only half planted? No. Surely. So I sprayed a field that's only half planted with soybeans? Guys, are you serious? No one thought to tell me in the comments that I didn't finish planting this field? soybeans growing. But they're dead? I think it's just saying that because this... Oh my word. I don't even know what to say about that. Spent so much time monkeying around with these potatoes. Our money is officially in the negative. We have to take out another loan or sell something. We do have crops in the silo that we could sell. I mean, we could just start selling off some of our silage, really. We could sell a load of straw bales because we have plenty. That probably makes the most sense. Sell the load of straw bales that's in the auto stacker. I've used this tractor quite a bit since I got it. I wasn't sure how many jobs it would be useful for, and it's doing great. What am I doing, about 300 a pass here? Or is it 150 a pass? Probably gonna have maybe 100 left. Nah, we'll finish it over here by the cows. I don't think we'll have any left. But I feel like that sentiment that I was expressing earlier about the, not knowing what mods are going to be compatible with each other, that's really been hitting me kind of hard the last couple matches, couple games I've started with this game. It's so disheartening when you're like, oh, I'll do this, I'll get this tractor and this map and do this little script mod, add on that I have tried and enjoy. And then you get into it and you're like, no, that doesn't work with that. That doesn't work with that. There's just the modding situation with this game is what makes it great, but the mods are also, it's too wild, wild west. Even things off of the in-game mod hub, there's no guarantee they're going to be compatible with each other because you have too many people doing too many different things, and there's no real like quality check. There's no way to say, I mean, you can go on a Facebook group and get somebody's file that they literally just tinkered with themselves and put a link up there. It's like, what did you do to this? Well, I changed the capacity and added 2 color configurations. Okay. But did you update anything else? Or, is this merely cosmetic? Or Because if there's a mod that somebody did an update, let's say 6 months ago, and you go and you get the unupdated version and you do an edit of it, yours is now technically newer, but it's not up to date. And stuff like that seems to happen so often, where you've got old versions of maps, you've got old, all sorts of things just not working the way they're supposed to, basically. Like, why is this not filling now? Do I need to be over by the spigot? I've literally done this like a dozen times. Start filling. Do you hear the key? You can probably hear me pressing R. I must have some kind of mod conflict. What kind of, I had another issue with another save that wouldn't let me pull up the easy dev controls with F11. I mean, other keys on my keyboard seem to work. Can I lower it? Is that it? Does it need to be lowered to be filled? Does it need to be over? I mean, it says start filling, so I'm in the trigger. Alright, well, I'm going to tinker with this before the next episode, and hopefully I can get it sorted. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.